ClawdBot. Everyone is talking about this, like getting so popular. People are purchasing Mac Mini like crazy to install this software on their system to use it. Well, today in this video, I will tell you how you can install this software in a cheapest way possible without buying Mac Mini and in the safest way possible as well. So this tool can't access your computer, can't harm your files and do any kind of misuse of that, right? So I will tell you the best and safest and cheapest way to install the ClawdBot and use it. All right. So let's start with this video. So we do what we go to do. We install this software on the VPS, right? A virtual private server where it won't install on your computer, but actually it install on a virtual server from where you can access it, but without letting it access your computer or your local system files. All right. So first you can go to the hostinger. You can get the link of the hostinger in the description. Use that, and then you will go to this page, right? Click on this. I will go with the KVM2, right? To get the 2 CPU cores, 8 GB RAM, 100 GB disk space. That is more than enough to use a ClawdBot on the virtual private server. All right. So choose this plan. Now here you can decide if you want it for 24 months for 1 month. So I will go for 1 month plan right now. Okay. And you can choose your location. Now you have to choose what OS you wanted to install on that. So I will prefer with the Ubuntu and Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, right? The latest one, and confirm. Okay. Once you done the payment, you will go to this place. Now again, click on the Ubuntu, choose this 24 0.4 LTS, select, right? Now it will ask you two different options, secure your VPS access. Which one you want to go? I will start with the root password first, and then you can choose like this as well, right? SSH key. We can do that later as well. So I will start with the password. Now in the additional features, it will ask you to install the manage malware scanner and Docker manager. I will install both. Click on finish setup and then it will be ready. Now it will take some time to do this loading. Let's get it done and then we start further. Now once the loading is done, it will show something like this. We'll click on the manage VPS dashboard. So click on manage VPS. Now it will ask you some questions. Let's just skip this. We don't need to fill that. And you will look like the dashboard will look something like this, where you can see your Ubuntu operating system installed on your VPS server with the KVM2, right? And here are some of the settings of your VPS server, right? And now you can see your root access data over here. And you can change your root password from there if you want to, okay? Now just a little bit of loading is remaining. Once it's done, it is all ready. Once this is ready, what we do, we click on this terminal because we don't want to use our own local server terminal to gather now most safety, right? So we use the VPS server terminal to install the ClawdBot on that, right? So click on this terminal. Once you open the terminal, it will look something like this. So let's open it in a small window. Okay. And now just copy and paste the code that I will give you. So first, what we have to do, we have to make sure we are on the root and then copy this code. Okay. And paste over here. Click enter. And then it will install some directories over here. Let it run. Now after that, we have to copy this another code to install the curl and jet code over there. So we have to install these two commands. So for that, we now paste this code and this will install these two commands, right? Now we have to create a non-root user. Okay, so we will please say add user Claude. Okay. And now we have to set up a password. So just make sure you set a password that you remember. Okay, I set my password. You have to give it a name. I would say my ClawdBot. Okay. For the root number, no need to give work phone, remove that, home phone, remove. You don't need to put any of these. Now click on Y and continue. Okay. So now after that, we have to give admin access to this new user. Okay. So paste this code. After that, switch to the Claude user that you just created. Okay. Because we don't install this ClawdBot on the root server, we install it on the user level. Okay. So instead of the root level, we install it at the user level to keep it the safest thing. Okay. Now we switch, you can see, let's switch to the Claude server. Now you can see something like this as it said, So now you have to copy this code over here. Copy this complete code and paste here. Click enter. And sudo password for Claude. Okay. Just paste the type the password that you already created, right? And continue. And then it will install the code. Now copy this another one to install the Node.js because it needs the Node.js to perform the actions. Okay. And now you can see the progress is going on, is 20%. And let it run. And then after this is done, we have to simply verify it. So we have to check the Node.v version. Okay, this is the version of this. And copy this one as well. And paste. Okay, so this is installed properly. Now set npm global directory. Simply copy this code and paste. Okay, then copy this code and paste here. Okay. After that, we have to add a path. So simply copy this thing and enter. And then we check the source profile. Right. Now what you have to do, install the OpenClaw. So we already did all the important things. Already important functions is answer data installed. Now we have to simply install the OpenClaw. So paste this code over here. It will start installing the OpenClaw. For you, you can see the progress going on. After that, we will, once this installation is done, we check the version of this OpenClaw. But first, let it run. Okay, it might take a minute or so. So just let it run. So as you can see, the OpenClaw is installed, right? And now it is asking you, I understand this is powerful and inherently risky. Do you want to continue? Yes. Okay. It's not risky for us because we are doing this on the VPS terminal. So there is no risk for that. Now in the onboarding setup, choose the quick start. Okay. And here you have to choose which model you wanted to use because this OpenClaw can only function if you choose any kind of AI model, right? So either you go with the OpenAI model, Anthropic, Minimax, Moonshot, Google, NAI, OpenRouter. So you have to choose any of the model, right? Because it can't perform any kind of actions without having any separate AI model. So it basically work on those models. It can just perform some extra functions for you, but its main functionality based on these models. So you can choose whatever model you wanted to go. I will go with the OpenAI model over here. So press space to select and then enter to continue. So which you want, OpenAI Codex, OpenAI API key. So I will go with the API key. For that, go on the Google and search for the OpenAI API, right? Open this link and then you can just create your account over there and you can create your API key over there. Okay, so for create the API key, once you create your account on this platform.openai.com, you will see the page like this. For the API key, click on the create new secret key, give it a name. Okay, so I will say ClawdBot test key. Okay, default project create key. I will copy the key. Done. Go on the terminal again. Right, and choose the OpenAI API key. Click enter and paste your key over here. Click enter. Now it will ask you to choose the which model you wanted to run because OpenAI have multiple models, right? I will go with the latest model that it have. So GPT-5 chat latest or GPT-5. Okay. Now it will ask you which medium you wanted to install to communicate with it, right? You can either use Telegram, WhatsApp, Discord, Google Chat, Slack, Signal, iMessage, whatever you use. The reason for using this is because in that case, you don't need to keep open the dashboard all the time or be in front of your computer to use the ClawdBot. You can be anywhere in the world, far from your laptop, and still use your mobile app to connect with the to connect with the OpenClaw and ask it to do the functions, do the work for you. Okay. So here I will go with the Telegram. Okay. So to install the Telegram bot, what you have to do, open your Telegram app and search for the bot father on the search bar. Once you do that, click on the /new bot. Okay. And then it will ask you to give it a username. Ask you to give it a name. So give it a name. Then it will ask you to give a username. Give a username. And then you will get this whole thing over here. And this is your token. So you have to simply copy this token, right? And paste over there. So I will paste my token here. Click enter. Now it will ask you, do you want to install the skills? So click on yes. Now it will say so name to install. Click on yes, and then npm yes. Now it will ask you which skill you wanted to install. If you want any skill from here, you can choose. But we can also install these skills later on. So I will simply choose a skip for now. So press spacebar to select and then enter to enter. Okay. And get Google Places API key for Google Places, Go Places. No. Google Places API key for local places. No. Gemini API key. No. Notion API key. No. We don't need to enter these API key right now. Okay. If you want, we can do it later on. 11 labs. No. So now we are done, and now it is completing the installation process for us, and then we can start using it. Okay. There is one more process that you have to do to use it basically. I will tell you. So let it done and then we'll see. Right. So now it's saying enable bash cell completion for OpenGrow. Click on yes. Okay. So you can see onboarding is complete. Use a dashboard link above to control OpenGrow. Now it is saying you that here is, you can see it is saying you this is your dashboard link. If you copy and paste this, it will open. But if you try to copy this, let's say I would copy and paste this, it won't work, right? So it won't work directly like that. It will give you this error. So to use this, basically what you have to do, you have to create a gateway first. Okay, and how you create a gateway, let me show you. So over here, we are done with the onboarding, right? So now we have to create a gateway. So first, go on your edge panel of the hostinger, click new terminal. Okay. And now over here, what we have to do, we have to simply first switch to the Claude user. Okay. I'll make it short so you can see here. So switch to the Claude user first. Now we are switched to the Claude user, and then we have to create a gateway. Okay. So paste this code, it will create a gateway for you. Okay. So now the gateway is listening. Okay. You can see listening. So now what we have to do, we have to open another terminal. Okay. And then switch again to the Claude user. So what I will do, create another terminal. Okay. Now again, switch the Claude user. So I'll just copy this code here, paste here in the new terminal. Okay. After that, simply click on Open Claude Dashboard. Okay. And then you can see you will get a URL like this over here. HTTP 127. Got it? Now, what we have to do, we have to open a terminal in our laptop and our local server. To simply search for the command prompt in your system. Okay. And then you have to copy this code over there. Copy this code. Now, the reason why we are using our local command prompt, because we have to create a safe gateway between the ClawdBot and our system. Now, it won't allow the ClawdBot to access your data or access your system, right? Or to access your local files. But it only creates a safest gateway. This is how like this ClawdBot is built, right? So it can only work in a gateway format, right? So we are creating a gateway only to keep the data safe. So here, scroll down and copy this IPv4 key from here and remove this and paste and click enter. And now you have to paste your password that you created earlier. Okay, make sure you remember your password. If not, then you have to go here and reset your password. Remember? So now we are over here. So what we have to do now, again, go back and paste this in your browser. So the another terminal that we created, you can see this. So we have to simply copy this and paste it here. And this will open your dashboard in the OpenGrow. You see, it's pretty simple. Just copy and paste the code that I gave you in the doc and it's all done, right? So now you can talk to it. We already connected our API key. So let's see. Hello. And let's see if it responded or not. So it loaded all the workspace and now replying. Well, it's pretty small. Huh? It's already did by things itself. So what should I call you? It's asking me my name, time zone, my name, blah, blah, blah. So you see how it worked, right? So now it is opening a gateway, right? You have to create a gateway from your terminal, but because you also connected this with your Telegram, so even if you close this, right, you can still access this with your Telegram, right? Okay, so it is saying that access not configured. Basically, we have to simple put this configuration over there, and it's very simple. Let me show you. So here it is done. It's already connected with the Telegram. So hey, it's Cypher, pairing successful. You can DM me here to chat, to remind us, to unpair, say blah blah blah. Done. Link Telegram user. You can now DM. So let's see. Go back to our Telegram and can you hear me? Let's see if it's reply here or not. All right. You see? Loud and clear. I am here. This is Cypher. You can ask questions, send file, photos, remind me 20 minutes to stretch, summarize this. It's done, right? So this is how you do it. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe this channel. I will see you in the next video with more amazing topics or how you can use AI to become more productive and make your life better, right? See you in the next video. Goodbye.